Our topic is about financial literacy. This focuses on understanding the skills and knowledge needed to effectively manage money and make sound financial decisions. Before we begin, let us introduce our group members. We are composed of Christine Atelio, Maria Margaret Arnejo, Jacalea Muñez, and Vincent Galiarde. Introduction. What is financial literacy? Financial literacy is the cognitive understanding of financial components and skills such as budgeting, investing, borrowing, taxation, and personal financial management. The absence of such skills is referred to as being financially illiterate. According to the Financial Industry Regulatory Authority, or FINRA, about 66% of the American population is considered financially illiterate. Being financially literate allows an individual to be better prepared for specific financial roadblocks, which in turn decrease the chances of personal economic distress. Achieving financial literacy is crucial in today's society due to everyday facets of life, such as students' loans, mortgages, credit cards, investments, and health insurance. Financial literacy means understanding how to manage money wisely, including budgeting, saving, investing, borrowing, and paying taxes. It helps people make smart financial decisions and avoid money problems. Being financially literate is important for handling everyday financial responsibilities like loans, credit, and insurance.
Fundamental components of financial literacy. Financial literacy consists of several financial components and skills that allow an individual to gain knowledge regarding the effective management of money and debt. On the right side column are the fundamental components of financial literacy that should be learned. First, we have the budgeting. In budgeting, there are four main uses for money that determine a budget. These are spending, investing, saving, and giving away. Budgeting means planning how to use your money wisely so it doesn't get wasted. It helps you make decisions about where your money should go. And the four main uses for money in a budget are: first, the spending. This is the money you use for your needs and wants, for example, for buying food, paying bills, transportation, clothes, or even small treats like snacks or a movie. And it is important to separate the needs from wants. Next is saving. This is the money you keep aside for future use, such as putting money in a piggy bank, savings account, or emergency fund. And savings help you prepare for unexpected events like hospital bills, school projects, or future goals like buying a house or starting a business. And next is investing. This is the money you use to grow your wealth over time, such as buying stocks, starting a small business, or investing in education and skills. Investments usually carry risks but can give you more money in the long run compared to just saving. Next, we have giving away, for charity or for sharing. So this is the money you share to help others or support causes you believe in, such as donating to a church, helping a classmate who needs school supplies, or giving to people in need. Giving not only helps others but also builds kindness and community spirit. And creating the right balance throughout the primary uses of money allows individuals to better allocate their income, resulting in financial security and prosperity. So in general, a budget should be composed in a way that pays off all existing debt, while leaving money aside for saving and making beneficial investments. Next, we have investing. To become financially literate, An individual must learn about key components in regards to investing. Some of the components that should be learned to ensure favorable investment are interest rates, price levels, diversification, risk mitigation, and indexes. And to become financially literate, a person must understand the basic components of investing. These components help individuals make smart choices and avoid big losses. And the important ones are, first, interest rates. Interest rate is the cost of money, is the cost of borrowing money, or the reward for saving or investing money. If you borrow money, you pay interest. And if you save or invest, you can earn interest. For example, if a bank offers 5% interest on savings, your 1,000 pesos savings can grow to 1,050 pesos after a year. And the investors watch interest rates closely because when rates go up, the borrowing becomes expensive. And when rates go down, it's easier to invest. And next is the price levels. Price levels refers to how much goods and services cost. If prices are rising quickly, the value of money decreases and you can buy less with the same amount. So understanding price levels helps investors decide where to put their money so it doesn't lose value. And next we have the diversification. This means not putting all your eggs in one basket. So you spread your money across different types of investment. For example, instead of investing only in one company's stock, you invest in stocks, bonds, real estate, or even in small businesses. And the diversification reduces the chance of losing everything in if one investment fails. Next is the risk mitigation. Every investment has risks like losing money or getting less return than expected. Risk mitigation means finding ways to reduce or manage these risks. Example, buying insurance, setting aside an emergency fund, or investing only with what you can afford to lose. And smart investors always balance the risks with the possible rewards. And next we have indexes. An index is like a scoreboard. This tracks the performance of a group of investments, such as the Philippine Stock Exchange Index that tracks the top companies in the Philippines. And indexes help investors see overall trends instead of focusing on just one company. They're also used in index funds, which allow you to invest in many companies at once. So learning about crucial investment components allows individuals to make smarter financial decisions that may result in an increased inflow of income. Next, we have the borrowing. At some point, almost everyone borrows money, whether for school, a house, for a business, or even for small personal needs. And borrowing is not bad, but it must be done wisely. And to ensure borrowing is done effectively, an understanding of interest rates, compound interest, time value of money, payment periods, and loan structure is crucial. So for the interest rates, this is the extra money you pay the lender for using their money. For example, nag-loan ka with simple interest na 10,000 pesos principal with 10% annual interest and payable for 2 years. So every year ni mga interest is 10% sa imong principal. Fixed ni siya nga interest hangtod mahuman nimo og bayad imong loan. Pasabot nga fixed ang interest every year. So sa imong 10,000 pesos nga giloan with 10% annual interest, so sa first year ug imong second year is the same ra sila og kwenta sa interest. Next is an example of a compound interest. So this is when interest is added to your loan balance and the future interest is calculated on the new total. So mura ni siya og kuan gini siya, interest on interest. Unlike sa simple interest nga, if 10% iyang annual interest, then if payable sa for 2 years, so sa first year is na siya interest nga 10%, then sa second year is 10% ra gihapon sa principal ang kwentahon. Unlike aning compound interest, for example, nag-loan ka og 10,000 pesos gihapon with interest nga 10% compounded annually and payable gihapon siya for 2 years. So sa first year, ang interest sa imong principal nga 10,000 pesos is 10%, which is 1,000 pesos. So mo total na ni imong bayaron sa first year og 11,000. And then sa second year, ang interest kay 10% sa previous period total nga 11,000 pesos. So ang interest na ni 11,000 pesos is ang 10%, which is 1,100. So now, ang total na ni mga bayaron sa second year is 12,100 pesos. So ang imong total interest sa 2 years is 2,100. Whereas sa katong sa simple interest is imong total nga interest ato kay 2,000 pesos. O niya kaning sa compound interest kay compounded man siya, so magtubo ang interest after sa year nga mag-total na po siya, panalitan sa first year is 11,000 pesos ang iyang payable. Then sa second year, kay ang kato ng 11,000 sa first year, ang kuhaan og 10%. So mao ni siyang mas taas iyang interest sa second year. So ang compounded interest kay interest nga nagadugang every year ug ang gibasihan sa sunod nga interest mao na to ang previous total, dili na ang original amount. And so knowing the interest rate helps you compare which loan is cheaper. Next, we have the time value of money. So money today is worth more than the same amount in the future because it can be used or invested right away. And understanding this helps borrowers plan when and how much to borrow. And we have the payment periods. This refers to how often you pay your loan. Monthly ba, quarterly, or yearly ba? And the more frequent the payments, the faster the loan is reduced. But monthly payments also mean you must budget carefully. And we have also the loan structure. So this explains the setup of the loan, how long you will pay, the interest type, and how the payments are divided. So, panalitan sa car loan. A car loan may last 5 years with fixed monthly payments, while a business loan may have flexible terms. So, knowing the loan structure helps you decide if the loan fits your financial capacity. And if the criteria are understood sufficiently, an individual's financial literacy will increase, which will provide practical borrowing guidelines and reduce long-term financial stress.
So, good evening everyone, and our topic is all about financial literacy. First is taxation. Gaining knowledge about the different forms of taxation and how they impact our individuals' net income is crucial for obtaining financial literacy. Whether it be employment, investment, rental, inheritance, or unexpected, each source of income is taxed differently. Awareness of the different income tax rates permits economic stability and increases financial performance through income management. So, taxation is learning about different types of taxes helps individuals manage their income effectively. Understanding income tax rates promotes economic stability and better financial decision making. And second is personal financial management. The most important criteria, personal financial management includes an entire mix of all of the components listed above. Financial security is ensured by balancing the mix of financial components above to solidify and increase investments and savings while reducing borrowing and debt. Achieving an in-depth knowledge of the financial components discussed about guarantees and increase in an individual's financial literacy. So, This involves balancing income, expenses, savings, and investments to achieve financial security. Good financial management reduces debt and increases financial literacy. So my last topic is all about importance of financial literacy. Obtaining financial literacy is one of the most important things an individual can do to ensure prolonged financial stability. Listed below are some real-world facts that should emphasize the overall importance of attaining financial literacy. It is estimated that about 78% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck. More than 189 million of the American population own credit cards. And average credit card owners own about 4 cards each. And student loan debt is about 1.5 trillion for more than 44 million borrowers. Credit card debt levels are not a record high of 1.4 trillion. So, the importance of financial literacy is essential for long-term stability. It helps individuals make informed decisions about spending, saving, and borrowing. Statistics show that many people struggle with debt and live paycheck to paycheck, highlighting the need for financial education. So, financial literacy equips individuals with the knowledge and skills to manage money wisely. It covers key areas like taxation, budgeting, and financial management, all of which contribute to financial stability and independence.
This is Vincent Gagliardi speaking. Today, I will discuss the benefit of financial literacy. So, being financially literate is a skill that brings forth an assortment of benefits that can improve the standard of living for individuals through an increase in financial stability. Listed below are the assortment of benefits of being financially literate. Ability to make better financial decisions, effective management of money and debt, greater equipped to reach financial goals, reduce of expenses through better regulation, less financial stress and anxiety, increase in ethical decision making when selecting insurance, loans, investments, and using a credit card, effective creation of a structured budget. So, it means nga ang being a financial literate daw is kana ganing makontrol nimo ang imong kwarta unsaon nimo pag-budget, kanang sakto ang imong mga paliton nun kay bawo jud ka nga kani worth it ni siya ni na kuan or nabay extra nga kanang naka-extra nga kwarta, imo ba siyang i-save or ipalit nimo, magdepende ra sa kuan sa imong kwarta o sa imong budget kung dapat pa ba siya igasto or dili. So basta more on savings siya or kanang sa tawagan niya kana ganing kuan ka sa imong budget sa imong kwarta kanang kay bawo ka unsaon siya paggamit in the right way. Where to gain financial literacy? Beyond gaining knowledge through word of mouth, there is an assortment of tools and online modules that can increase an individual's financial literacy. Listed below are some tools an individual can use to increase financial literacy. So, kini sila kay mao ni mga tools or websites nga maka-guide nimo para ma-effective ang imong pagka-financial literate or maka-gain ka og knowledge para kuan ka ma-financially literate ka. So, mao ni siyang listed the EcoEdLink online financial lesson for K-12 students. Money Smart, a free financial tool such as podcast, lesson plans, and games to increase financial literacy. MoneyWise, in a partnership between Capital One and Consumers Action, MoneyWise provides free multilingual financial education. In Charge, dedicated to empowering consumers through personal financial management. In Charge provides online ebook for educational purposes. So, mo ni sila kanang kung kuan ka, pwede ra ka mo visit ani o bisinasa ani nila para ka ma-guide ka or ma-enhance ang imong pagka financially literate. So, that would be all. Thank you.